Welcome to Think Alive. We're Sharon and Andy, just two people with a dream and a vision of restoring our traditional stone-built farmhouse in southern Spain, transforming it into a beautiful off-grid home and sharing our journey with you. Welcome back, everybody.
Yes, welcome back to the Thinker.
We're up in the hayloft. This is the hearth that I was working on the other day. It's dried out beautifully. Just needs a good brush down now and then a hoover.
Very nice. Very, very pleased with it.
Yeah, it's come up well. So that's good. We've got a few odd things to finish off in here.
Yes, there's always things to finish off. Even the trims around the cabinet there, so there's a few bits, but they can all wait.
Yeah.
I think at the moment we want to get the fire back in, don't we?
Yes.
But there's a ceiling rose there that needs to go up on the ceiling, and there's a hole in the wall which you can't quite see where the flue used to go through the bedroom to heat the bedroom, which didn't work so well because there wasn't enough drawer on it. Our little things here ready, that's all looking good for us to take our logs.
Yes.
So
we'll crack on.
So the first thing I want to do, crikey, that's dusty, is perhaps give that a dust. I'll get a cloth, hang on. Excellent. There we are. Right, I'll come and have a look at it from the ground just to make sure that it's straight. Get the other 3 screws in. There we go, that looks much better. And that's the hole I need to fill in and where the flue used to go through. So hopefully we can do it without needing to whitewash it. I'm just going to put some stones in it and see what happens. So I'm going to get a mix on. So I've just cut myself a stone nearly the size of the pipe. I'm hoping I can get it in and leave it a bit proud so I can put mortar around the edge to hide the black. And say we don't really want to repaint it because no doubt we'll have to repaint the whole wall, and we don't want to do that at this stage. So I'm going to fill it up full of mortar and a couple of little stones to go in first and see if we can get it in. So I've got 2 stones in there, a big lump of mortar. Let's see if we can get him just to stay just in where we want him. I think that'll do it. Lovely. Cool. It's in. I'm just going to leave that now for quite a few minutes too. We've got to put it all over the floor. Trying to kill me. And get this floor swept up. Leave that for a few minutes and then blend it all, and then hopefully you won't be able to tell. It can stay there as a historical reminder of a giant error we made. And there we go, unrecognisable. Right, I've got the other side to fill in now. This one here to fill in, and then that one over there where it used to exit through the outside wall and go over the roof. So I'll get them done. I managed to get that one done, but I run out of stuff on that one. So I'm not doing another tiny little mix just to finish that, so it can wait until I get another mix on for downstairs. At least now I can get on, get this lot cleaned up. Makes a right mess, it does. And get the fire back in, another bit of this room done. That'll be done in a bit next time I make a mix, I think, to get that finished off. But it's something that's been bugging us for a long time. Yeah, I'm glad we've got it done. We've been putting it off obviously because it would make a mess. But no, I'm pleased it's done, or nearly done.
I've just had a good hoover all the little bits of loose mortar with Henry, or vacuum should I say, I shouldn't keep saying hoover. Got my little brush now and I'm just going to gently brush off any surplus mortar, but as we said the other day, we quite like it like this. It's rough and ready, but so is the rest of the house. And then I just want to oil this wooden trim here because it's had one coat way back, but obviously it got a bit messy when I was pointing. So I'm going to give that an oil, and at the same time oil our chest that we keep all our shoes in, which is just over there. It's out of camera shot, but never got oiled, so I'm going to do that as well. So that's my job for today. I'll crack on.
While Sharon's doing that, I'm going to get a bit more of this wall done, back onto it again now. I've just spent ages hunting around looking for little stones, because from my massive pile, all the little ones are gone. I want to try and get around the front of the bed up and done, and then underneath it, and I'll just leave that bit over there. Just, he says just. So I've just vacuumed it all. I'm going to get a mix on, get it sprayed down, and start. Make sure I get right inside here. Sharon's scrubbing away above me. I'm just going to start at the top and work my way down. See what we can do. Oh, not wet enough. Saved. One that way, I think. That's it. Fab. Right, I'll carry on, as always.
And there it is finished. Really pleased with that. We can get the fire pack back in position now. And then Andy's just got all the trims to finish off around the bottom of the cabinets. Job for another day, I think. He's busy on the wall downstairs at the moment. So I'm going to crack on with this trunk now, which is here. Looking very pale and pasty, so could do with a good coat of oil. Whilst I've got my brush out, might as well do it.
What an absolute mission this is. I've got half of the top done. So tricky, so many joints and stuff, and getting it to look right is quite tricky. But I think I've got there. I'll carry on with the other side.
Here we go then. It's a great feeling doing all these little jobs that never got done, never got finished. Ticking them off. Happy days.
There we go. It's all around the oven done. I'm guessing the new stuff will go black again, like the old bits there. Once we start using it, if and when we use it. But yeah, that took ages. Oh, keep seeing bits. Great now, so I suppose underneath it should go a bit quicker, should be a little bit easier, but yeah, that was a bit of a mission, that was for sure. So fiddly and intricate, especially getting inside, and where it actually enters the oven, it had come away a bit as well, so that all that needed filling up. Working upside down in a small space, it's all good fun, but it's done now.
There we go, all done. Looks a bit better, doesn't it? The next big job will be another coat on the floor, because that only ever had one coat, and that's looking a bit pale and insipid as well. But that's a job for another day. Well, the box is back in place. It looks better, doesn't it? And over here,
well, unfortunately I was hoping to get the fire back in, the stove back in, but this wood's actually been oiled before, this timber trim round here, and it is still super sticky. So it can't go back in today, but we're not doing any more anyway, because today is Sharon's birthday and we're going to go out for something to eat, have a little celebration. So we'll pick you up in the morning. Right, okay, so we're back at it. I want to get that fire in, that wood burner in upstairs today. The linseed oil should be dry enough. But first I want to get some more of this wall done, else it's never going to get done. So I'm already got a big box of stones, I've got a mix ready, just need to get going. Let's crack on with it. We've been down to the workshop where the car is. It's all in bits. It's got a cracked cylinder head, so it's in the machining shop now, the engineering shop. They're going to hopefully fix it. They think they can. We'll know later today what the extent is. But for now, I'm going to get this wet down and get it pointed up. Even though we're into October, the weather is being super kind to us. I need one to go in there. Still 30, 31 degrees Celsius. Still very warm, which is rather nice. Get a bit there. It's taking so long. We got, that's another inch done.
So the other day Andy had run out of mix when he was just filling up this hole. So he's working on the wall downstairs, so I just pinched a little bit of his mix and I'm just going to finish it off this morning. I've got to be careful not to get it all over our nice floor and little ledge there.
That's another fair sized chunk done. Kind of there, you can probably see because it's a different shade until it dries to the rest of it. And what's happening over there?
Over here we're making plum jam. We've been kindly given a load of plums and we can't eat them all, so I thought make some jam. It's bubbling away, but I've got to make sure it doesn't stick to the bottom of the pan.
Alfie's supervising.
Alfie's supervising, yes, he's a naughty, he shouldn't really be on here, but he's a cat.
He thinks he likes jam.
Yeah, you can't, so put him down and he's like a boomerang, jumps back up again, so it's getting there.
Right, okay, so it's time to get this fire in. We did consider painting it, but I actually quite like the rusticity of it. What I've got to do, once I get it on there, I need to level it because this floor actually slopes all the way down, and we actually use it for cooking on in the winter. Believe it or not, pretty much every night, to be honest. So I've got a little wedge. I'm just going to put under one of the front legs as I get it back in, and I got my spirit level, and see if I can do it. It came out, so it should go back in. I'll stop at it. It's on the wedge, that's what's stopping it. Get out. There we go, in he goes. Just hold him there. Pop that under there. And relax. Right, I'm just going to pop the top screw in. I know if the screws go in, it should be pretty level there, because this is absolutely solid fixed to the wall. And then try and get the underneath ones in. There we go. Have a look. One way. Yeah, falling into place. Right, I'll get these in. This is actually going better than I expected. I expected to have a bit of a fiddle to get those screws in. Right, so I'll adjust this side first, I think. Not bad that way. The problem is there's a slight dish in this top as well. So if we're going the same on both sides, that must be level. Don't know what I'm going to go with that. I've got some packers that I made earlier. Might make some new ones, I think. Just to pack up under the front feet there. Something looks a bit better, and I've just got some squares of metal that I used. Brilliant. Right, I'll get that done. And there we go. He's ready for another winter. Excellent. Solid, sturdy, stable. Happy days. Did a good job. Well done. Looks fantastic on the hearth as well. Oh, I need to get the log basket back now too, don't I? There we go. We're ready to be warm in winter. And I almost forgot. I've got some dirty fingerprints on the flue from when I pointed it up. Can't reach any further. I'll have to get the ladders for that, to do that top bit. There we go though. Give it all the dust actually. So the next thing I want to do is that lovely patio area. We like to sit out here every evening. We've actually put some pretty blue lights all around both courtyards actually, and they look really nice, but you can only see them from certain angles. I put them up under the gutters there. There's a couple of pictures. What I want to do is bring them down to underneath the gutter. Shouldn't be too much of a job, they're already up there, they just want bring them round a bit. We also put some pretty white lights, strip lights along that wall there, to just give us a nice bit of ambient warm light while we're sat out when it goes dark. Now the nights are drawing in, so I think I'm going to see if I can move these down a bit. They're just fixed to the gutter brackets with cable ties, so we'll snip them off without snipping through the wire. There we go. And then hopefully just reattach them at the bottom there. So I'll get cracking on. So I've cut all the ties off this section. I should just actually be able to just lift the gutter up. There we go. And oh dear, I lost the end one. I'll just sort that out first. I've had to use cable ties on a couple because sometimes the bulb goes behind the bracket, which is not good. We're getting there though. Famous last words, what did they say about being careful not to cut through the wires? That's exactly what I did. Luckily I've just tested them, they still work, which is fab. Up to here though, I can't join the last, it's only about a metre I've lost. But all is not lost because I've got, they run right up there, round there and over there, and I've got loads at that end, so I just need to release those clips on there and just pull it all back a little bit to join them back up again. Right, so I've got them joined back together. And carry on now. Alright. A bit of contortioning up here. Get him on there. There we go, all done. I'm leaking. It's October. Shouldn't be right, should it? So we'll have a look at them later when it goes dark. Hopefully there'll be a vast improvement. So last night the lights were beautiful. The pictures don't do them justice, but here you go anyway. But yeah, really pleased with that effort. And this morning we're up as usual, checking all the plants and everything. And we've got potatoes and tomatoes going around the back. Apparently you shouldn't grow potatoes and tomatoes together because they share the same pests and fight for the same nutrients in the soil. We didn't actually plant the tomatoes. They must have been in the compost and just popped up themselves. But we found these tomato hornworms, 2 of them, and we check these plants every day, and overnight it's pretty much stripped the potato. It has flowers, so there should be potatoes down there, but they're like this big at least, maybe bigger. They're huge things. I didn't kill them because apparently they turn into hawk moths, which are beautiful hummingbird type moths, which are very good pollinators and things. So I've just relocated them away from our potatoes. Well, what a surprise that was anyway. We check for pests every morning. It's another thing we have to deal with. But we are getting better, learning where to put things, and obviously around the back there isn't the place to put potatoes. So anyway, I'm going to carry on with this wall. The first job, of course, is to give it another vacuum. Even though we've filled a lot of these holes in, there's still some, and there's that much stuff inside the wall. It's still coming out, and another reason why I want to get it pointed up as quickly as possible. So we'll get this done first. There we go. This wall is actually incredibly dry. It's totally underground, and since we took off all the, it was damp, but since we took off all the gypsum and cement based stuff, it is totally dust dry. So the fact that it keeps shedding dust indicates how dry it is. That's why we're pointing it up with sand and lime. The walls breathe, it'll stay dry. Makes a nice environment, no condensation, no dampness, no anything, just a nice healthy environment. So I'm going to wet it down now, get a mix on and do some more. I'm going to start at the top and work down, and that way anything I drop I can fix later as I get lower down. Whereas if I start at the bottom and work up, anything I drop I might not see. So that's logic for everything. Alright, here we go. I've only wet down this bit. You can probably see which bit's wet, but it does dry out so quickly. As I said, the wall is super dry. I'm going to start at the top. Oh, plum jam actually. Came out beautiful. We had it on toast for our breakfast this morning. Look. Right, let's do it. There we go, yet another mix in the wall. We often get comments, questions sometimes about are we going to seal the walls with anything, and well, the short answer, the simple answer is no, not at all. Why would you want to? You don't get any dust off them once the stones are clean and the mortar's set and everything, so for that point of view I wouldn't. And anything, a lot of these sealers, unless you use something like linseed oil, you're just sealing up the wall, which undoes all your efforts that we've just done of making it breathable and beautiful. So no, for me, we've never done. We love them the way they are, natural in inverted commas. It is pretty natural. So there we go. Right, I'm going to get another mix on and carry on. Right, mix number 3. I'm going to work down this side of the bread oven hood, because Sharon's going to work a magic on that the same way she did the hearth upstairs. So if I can get this bit done now, and then we're not going to be under each other's feet when she starts on that. So as always, I'll crack on. Great stuff. So I've got all this top done here, all down that side there. when this dries, this should look the same colour as that over there. I've just got this bit down here to do now, which is, well yeah, just out a few more hours of work. And so now Sharon can get to this now without getting under each other's feet. So she'll make that look pretty. I'm sure this whole wood needs cleaning off and linseed oil and etc. So wonderful though, I'm really pleased with what I've got done today.
So at last we're ready for winter now, bring
Yes.
it on.
Which had to take time away from this unfortunately, but
Yeah.
we need to get ready
It
for
needed
winter.
to be done. Upstairs was hell of a mess after doing the hearth and cleaning the fire out. There was dust everywhere, so I spent literally all day cleaning right through the hayloft apartment upstairs. But that means that Andy's been able to get on with the wall, to get out of my way, so that I can crack on with this now, get this pointed up, all this wood cleaned off and oiled, and it should look fab.
Yeah, and once this wall's done, the rest of them should go a lot faster. Not quite as intricate and delicate as this
No,
one.
no.
So I reckon it's time for a nice cold beer.
Oh,
I
I
think
think
we've earned
so.
one
Absolutely.
today, don't we? Well, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much to all our patrons. If you'd like to buy us a nice cold beer,
Oh, that'd be
you can-
lovely.
You can do so in the link below. It would be very much appreciated, wouldn't it?
It would indeed.
So thanks again, everyone. We'll see you on the next one.